sex. He said, no, it wasn't necessary. They'll talk sex in any case. But there are people who are thinking ahead, who are on a higher level. There's one such group I came across. They call them the Young Presidents Organization. They have the centers all over the world. Young presidents. Jimmy Carter, before he became president, he was a member of this, Young Presidents. Some of the leading lights in the world today, they have been members of the Young Presidents. It's a type of training. Certain type of people have the opportunity of meeting, leaders from all over the world, and these are the potential leaders for the nations for the future. So they have opportunity of getting together. And they invite guest speakers, people from the outside to come and speak. And the last time they had this conference, it was in Dubai, in the UAE. They invited me. They gave me a first-class air ticket for me and my son, and they gave me a 5-star hotel accommodation. They did a beautiful job. They called me, and they had called people from the Far East, from the West, from America, England, Germany, from Israel, from all over the world. They had gathered there. Now, the guest speakers were specialists, like I am a specialist in certain field. So they want me to put it down. What? As a comparative religion. I'm a specialist in comparative religion, dealing with Islam and other religions in comparison. About Judaism, about Christianity, about Hinduism, about Buddhism. This is my field. You have a right to question me about these things. So somebody else about politics, somebody about something else. And then they had different tables, and it's now these specialists, you take one table each. You just take a table and you go and sit down. You are alone at the table, and the chairs, table and chairs right around. So now people start walking around, they look at your label, well, he's interested in comparative, let's sit down. Somebody's not interested in that, he goes and sees the others. He says, I want to go and find out something about this politician. Let me tap him, tap his brains. And so on and so on. So I have my table full. Everybody has his table full. The label shows your intent, what you stand for, what you want to share. So get started straight away. As soon as you sit down, right, they have some questions. What is the difference between Islam and Christianity? What is the relationship between Islam and the other religions? Now this is my field, so I'm at home. You see, I feel happy. I don't have to fumble. I'm a master of this game on that level. You ask me about fatwas. Says, why you cut the throat of the chicken? I said, go and ask the Imam. He said, look, he doesn't know. I said, replace him, get rid of him, get another guy. Why you circumcise? I said, look, let the non-Muslim ask me. You want to know? You go and ask the alim. About sighting of the moon, I said, you ask your alim. He's your man for you. You see? About talaq, I said, you ask your alim. Let the Christian, the Hindu, anybody else, let him ask me, I can deal with him. Our own, I said, look, we have better men than me. Ask them. This is a world of speciality, world of specialization. I have specialized, therefore people want me for this specialization. So mine is comparative religion. Now, the need for the label. We all need labels. And I read to you an ayah from the Quran. I wanted to speak on that, but I'll show you how the connection goes between what I'm talking about, label, and this Quranic ayah. People want to know what subject you're going to talk about. I said, look, you are making a fool of yourself. They won't give me permission to come and speak in the masjid unless they know the subject. I said, I can make a fool out of everybody. I can give you a subject, and from there I can take you on to anything. Generally our learned people, they do that. There's no subject. In 15 minutes they can speak on a dozen different things. No subject. And still you have been enjoying it. Something with me, if I give you a topic, I get straight-jacketed. I must keep to that. And people force me. I was in bed. Sayyid Farid of this Muslim Views. He comes in. He said, now we're going to advertise these subjects in the masjids. Those for the general public we had advertised. Should Rushdie die? On Wednesday night, you remember that. Then on Monday night we're having another lecture. Is Israel set up for destruction? There's a symposium between me and a United States congressman, Paul Finley, in the Good Hope Center. I'd like to see you all there, with your wife and your children. Now that's advertised. But generally in the masjid, I says, I know, man, if I go to the masjid, I don't have to tell you beforehand. Because usually the imam is telling me what to speak about. Usually the qari is telling me what to speak about. And I get started from there. That in the salat, in the qiraat, he read this ayah. Bulk of us, we didn't understand it. To me, that was Allah's message to us through the mouth of the imam. You didn't hear it. You heard the sound, the music. The bacha, the Quran, mashallah, how nice the qari reads. That you understood. But what was he saying? You didn't know. So now I feel happy to share that with you. I said, you see, the qari was telling, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهِدَىٰ in the first rakat, وَالَّذِي أَرْسَلَ رَسُولَهُ بِالْهُدَىٰ وَدِينِ الْحَقِّ لِيُظْهِرَهُ عَلَى الدِّينِ كُلِّهِ وَكَفَىٰ بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. I said, you see, this ayah is also in two other places, but a little variation. Now, because I have this type of knowledge, now I'm sharing with you. It makes you happy, and it makes it easy for me. I just pick it up. Or I can pick it up anything like the heels, and I can carry on about salat and everything that goes with it. I can lecture to you people, I can talk to you people for an hour, and you'll enjoy it. You see, there are people, wallah, there are people. I know in the Cape and generally in the world, they just have to hear the name Ahmed Deedat and they fill up the halls. And I am forced to give you different topics. You know why? Because there are people who follow. There was a time when I was coming to the Cape, we used to tell people, please don't follow. It will be the same subject everywhere. We advertise, why comparative religion? And we tell you, don't follow us. Don't come. Leave the people of the place to come and enjoy. You mustn't follow. Guy from Hanover Park coming here and the guy coming from where? You know, from Athlone coming here. No, there's no place even for you people, local people here then. I said, no. So we tell you, don't come. But there are times that when you go impromptu, there are certain group of people who follow you. Willy-nilly, whether you like it or not. I go to Kenya, same thing happened. They're with me. Now I'm forced, I can't keep on repeating the same thing. I'm boring them. The general public, they're happy. But this group of mine, the group that goes with me, they're getting bored. I said, this is the only thing Deedat knows. So I have to change. And now they want the topics. So I'm forced to give a topic. I say campaignology. So there's Deedat going to speak on campaignology. So before the meeting, the chairman, a medical man, doctor, is asking me, what is campaignology? I said, no, you wait with the others. I will tell you people what campaignology is. You see? I said, no, shh. Let me know, I said, that's very unfair. So as soon as I stood, I said, you see, the chairman wants to pry and get it out of me, but I didn't give it to them. Then I went on to explain what is campaignology, and the people enjoyed it. So they enjoy anything. Because you love me so much. It's the love. See, it's the love that people have for you. You can speak any nonsense. People love it. It's your love for me that makes it. You say you overlook my shortcomings, everything you'll overlook. Uncle is all right. Maybe he's aging now. He's not like before, but still all right. So it carries on. The ayah I read from Surah Nisa. Surah Nisa is chapter 4. And I have been telling people, and I can't help repeating